Right, now guys, we're back for another video and we've got Jay's Abarthing. This is the start of a new series. We're excited. I mean, I'm excited, Jay's excited, Tom's excited, Harry's excited, and we're actually going to do some work today. We've got the engine to come out of the Abarth and that is going to be going into Jay's. There's quite a lot of work involved actually. We've got to take the engine out, we've got to take the wiring loom out, we've got to take the ECU, the clocks and all that sort of stuff to swap it over and into Jay's car. Now we've got loads of videos on this series. There's loads of things coming up, so stay tuned because it's pretty exciting. This is going to be an exciting build. So let's make a start and let Tom start stripping that engine out. Let's get that engine out today. Right, and I'll tell you some of the a list of, well, we've got about 18, I'd say 18, maybe even 20 videos in this series of what we're going to do to the car, what we're going to do to Jay's car. No, sorry, Jay's on this side, not on that side. But what we've got coming up is we've got Jay's wrap. We're going to wrap his car. That's one of them. We've also got the engine swap. We've got the interior mods, what he's going to do to the interior. We've got his wheels. We've got a brand new set of wheels going on there. What else have we got? We've got exhaust. We've got an exhaust build to do. We've got the brakes to swap over. We have got quite a lot of videos coming up in this series and they're going to be pretty cool as well and also interesting for people with maybe a Punto. If you've got one of these, they're quite a cheap car to buy, aren't they? So if you have one of these, modifications, quite easy to do. If you watch some of these videos, you can pick up some good tips. So let's crack on now and let's get some work done. Here we go.
So today guys, it's tear down day. Everything that we need off this Punto Abarth will be taken off, ready for future videos on Jay's car.
Right, as you can see, Tom has pulled all the front end off this car. The radiator pack's off there. The air condenser's off there. Now he's unplugged all the wiring. He's getting there now. He's not far off. He's just got to undo the engine mount bolts, and then we can drop this engine out of here. That'll be the engine out. Then we can move on to taking the wiring out, taking the ECU out, things like that. So Harry has also taken the exhaust off. He's disconnected that. Once this is out, then we can start taking the engine out of Jay's and move on to that.
There's a scuttle panel, guitar. You should have bolted in it.
Even I knew that.
Right, so that's the engine now out of the bath. According to the service history, this has had a cam belt change done only about 10,000 miles ago, so I think it's going to be worth us taking this cover off, checking the cam belt. Now, it's pretty hard to put an age on a cam belt, but from our experience, we'll know if it has been changed. You know, we can take it off, just check it and see if it has been done. If in any doubt we think it's no good, I think we're going to fit a new cam belt on there. Now, the gearbox in this is a 6-speed gearbox. We're going to put that one in Jay's. He's only got a 5-speed in his, and what? No, Jay just informs me he has actually got a 6-speed in his car, which I was wrong, but his reverse is in a completely different place. So I definitely think it's worth using this gearbox. It'll be a different ratio. We'll also have to take the gear lever out of this one to send the reverses in the right place. We're going to move on to Jay's car now, and we're going to get his engine out. We're going to pull his engine out today, hopefully get this one fitted in place and get the wiring in place, get the ECU hooked up. We're not sure yet if we're going to need the wiring loom behind the dash. That's another thing that's another bridge that we're going to have to cross when we get to it. If we do need it, we'll just have to tear the dash out of Jay's and get that wiring loom in, and hopefully then it'll all wire up and be good to go. So let's get that engine out of Jay's and get this one in. Right, okay, so I've taken the covers off to check the timing belt. It was a good idea, really, I did, because looking at the condition of the belt, it's not great, but then what's even worse is that the water pump's been leaking. It looks like it's been leaking for some time. There's some residue, you can see it's like red residue from the antifreeze where it sort of, I don't know, as it dries up, it leaves this pink crust almost on the water pump, which it's evidence that it's been leaking. So to be on the safe side, we're better off just changing the new water pump. Someone has been in here, because you can see timing marks there where they've actually marked it up with Tipex. So it probably has been changing its life, but we don't want to take the risk, really. Let's put a new time belt on there, new water pump, get it all timed up, and then we're confident then that when this engine goes in, Jason's going to be like worry-free about having to do that belt again. So let's get that belt out. Let's get the new belt fitted. Is it this moment? Anyway, so here we are inside this shell of an Abarth. Yeah, roof lining's gone, interior's gone, carpet's out, and we're slowly unpicking the wiring from the back of the car to the front of the car. Oh, I've knocked my can of Coke over. Doesn't matter. Drilling a hole in the floor there now. Yeah, we're slowly unpicking the wiring harness from the back of the car to the front of the car. We're going to have to take out this crash bar, well, this main frame actually, which everything bolts to, the dash bolts to and everything. Probably going to have to take out the steering column unit, the pedal boxes, the pedals, because they're pretty good pedals, we can use them in J's. What else? We've got to take out the gear selector, because that's different, like I said earlier on in the video. What else is there? What else is there? Hopefully, things like the airbags and things like that are going to be the same. They're just going to plug straight in, so we won't have to take any of those out. But this is as far as we've got up to now. The next job is doing exactly the same as this, really, to Jay's, which is going to be a really fun task. I'm really looking forward to that, and Tom is definitely looking forward to that. He is so excited.
It was at this moment.
It was at this moment when Tom realised. Did he just say something? We're gonna have to blank that out. I have to put some swear words, some things over his mouth. Right, it's taken us to the end of the day, stripping down the Abarth and taking off all the bits that we needed. We needed the wiring loom out of there, which has knocked us back probably by about a day, really. But these things happen, you know, when you're doing a build like this, you're always going to come across snagging issues, and it's fine. What we'll do is tomorrow we'll move on to Jay's car and we'll start stripping all the interior out there and prepping it now for the engine to go into his. We've got the fuel pipes to fit, we've got the wiring harness to fit, we've got the engine to go in, still got the timing belt to fit on this engine, which is the one that's going in Jay's. And Jay has also been doing today, he's been doing a headlight restoration, so that's an upcoming video which will be part of the series. Watch out for that. So that's the end of the day. We can all go home, relax, and wake up tomorrow fresh as daisy and move on to Jay's car. See you later, guys. Right, as you can see, Jay's engine has gone. It's out there. Now, whilst Tom's been taking it out, he has noticed there's some differences between a few snags. One of them being is the fuel pipes are different. They're in a different place going onto the new engine that's going in. So there's no connections anywhere. So it looks like we're going to have to remove the fuel pipes from that one and put them onto this, onto Jay's. These run all the way down underneath the car, right back to the tank. I suppose that's why we got a donor car, really, because we didn't know that we were going to come across things like this, these differences, and it is handy to have them and be able to swap them straight over without having to go out and source them parts. So we're going to remove them fuel pipes, swap them over. The other difference is the gear cables. They're also different, the way that they connect onto the gearbox. So that's another thing that we didn't think that we were going to have to change, but we are going to have to. So we're going to pull those ones off Jay's and take the ones off the Abarth, put them onto Jay's. Again, now that the engine's out, we've got even more room, so this won't take us too long. So they're the two other differences. We haven't found anything else just yet, but I'm sure we will do. There'll be something else, I'm sure. So that's it for the time being. We'll carry on and get that engine fitted and get all those fuel pipes swapped over. I mean, I'll show you the differences over here. As you can see, these pipes are a lot longer and the connections are different as well. That breather pipe's the same, but these ones are, yeah, they're definitely different. And the connections on where they go onto the gearbox, they're different. I mean, we were hoping that there might have been a connection somewhere down here, but they're like a hard plastic. No, they're actually metal pipes that run all the way back to the fuel tank. We have to drop the fuel tank actually down, disconnect them from the top of the tank from the sender unit, and then we pull the whole lot off, slot them onto Jay's. Harry, I think you should do some talking.
So today we're taking everything that we need off this Punto Abarth. Oh, what? Today is tear down day, and then what? Todd's robbing all my biscuits. So today is tear down day. Everything that we need off this Punto Abarth. They're being loud. Get outside now. They're taking. Got in my hair then, just washed it as well. Right, so today is tear down day. Everything that we need off this Punto Abarth will be coming off, ready for future videos on Jay's Abarth. Oh, I said Abarth. You've not got an Abarth, mate, do you? No, mate. It's gonna just be like 10 hours of me just this whole series. Okay.